everyone, I just finished my workout for today. This workout is 40 minutes long, but it's split up into 10 little 4-minute segments. 5 of those segments we will be doing jump rope, but if you don't have a jump rope, you can still do the workout right along with me. You'll just need to substitute some other type of cardio exercise when I'm jumping rope. And I did talk more about that after the workout. So watch until the end if you need to see suggestions for substitutions that you can do if you don't have a jump rope. You can also read the description. I always take the time to painstakingly go through all of the instructions and suggest modifications and substitutions in the description box. As always, if you have any questions, if there's anything that is unclear or that I have not explained or demonstrated sufficiently in the video and or in the description box, please just ask. But other than my jump rope, the only thing I was using was an exercise mat. So if you have a yoga mat or one of those thicker exercise mats, go ahead and grab that. If you don't have a mat, then a towel should be fine. And if you're working out on a carpeted floor, you might not even need that, but you will need to lie down and sit down for a couple of these exercises. So make sure that you have something that you can lie on comfortably for those. But other than my jump rope and my mat, I was using no equipment whatsoever for this workout. These are all body weight exercises. So 5 of our 4-minute segments are jump rope, and the other 5 4-minute segments are going to be couplets. So I explained and demonstrated the exercises as we were going. They're all very basic body weight exercises. So you should be able to just follow along. But again, if anything is unclear, I did not go through the exercises in any more detail after the workout today. And I did not provide equipment-free substitutions because all the exercises were already equipment-free, but I also did not provide beginner modifications today like I typically try to do. So again, you can watch me do the workout first, and then if you have any questions, if anything's unclear, or if you need help with beginner modifications, please reach out. I'm more than happy to help you with that. But all of the exercises, like I said, are basic bodyweight exercises. It should be pretty easy to follow along. So if you have a jump rope and you want to jump rope with me today, go ahead and grab your jump rope. Grab an exercise mat or a towel if you need one. Take a minute to make sure you're good and warmed up, and when you're ready, let's go. So our first couplet is going to be mountain climbers and then kick-ups. So I'll get my watch going, and then I'll start my timer. Remember that we always start with the 10-second rest interval so that you have time to get ready and you don't lose any time off of your work interval. So I'm going to start the timer, and then when you hear it beep again, that's when we're going to start with our mountain climbers. Okay, watch is going, timer's going, 10 seconds rest. And now as many mountain climbers as you can do in 20 seconds. Here we go. Seconds rest, so turn over, and now it's as many kick-ups as you can do in 20 seconds. This first 4 minutes is going to be brutal. I'm sorry, but it's only 4 minutes. We're going to get it out of the way. Just keep going back and forth between those 2 exercises. We're going to end up doing each of those 4 times. So round 2. know it's brutal, but we're already halfway done with this first couplet, just 2 more rounds. So back to mountain climbers. Okay, we're almost there. Just once more for each. One more time for your mountain climbers, and then one more round of pickups. And then we're done with this first part. Okay, right on to the next 4 minutes. I want to move as quickly as I can from section to section so that this feels like one long continuous workout as opposed to, 10 teeny tiny little 4-minute workouts. So I didn't change my timer. It's set exactly the same way that I had it for that couplet. 10 seconds of rest, 20 seconds of work, and 8 rounds. I feel like something is weird with my jump rope. So 4 minutes of jump rope, it's exactly the same. Something feels off. There's like a bump in my mat or something. Yeah, that's what it is. I haven't lost track of my count. I think we're halfway through. With this 4 minutes of jump rope, I mean, not with the workout. We have a long way to go before we're through with the workout, but it's gonna go by quickly because each section is only 4 minutes long, and the work intervals are only 20 seconds long, so it's gonna go by fast. I would be a lot happier if I could stop tripping all over my jump rope. Something feels off today. And I think that's this bump in my mat. I jump rope on this mat like almost every day, several times a week. So I'm very used to the feel of it. So something like a little bump in the mat from the way it was stored since the last time I jumped rope is like hella throwing me off. So we should only have one interval left. Yeah. This is our last jump rope interval, and then we will move on to our second couplet. A lot of times on the final interval of jump rope, I'll keep jumping rope after the time is up until that long series of beats stops. But I'm not going to do that until the final round of jump rope because I want to keep this moving. So we still have a few more couplets to do. What's next? Plank toe taps and crab toe touches. So for each couplet, okay, timer's going, so 10-second rest and we'll get ready. For each couplet, we're going to start in a plank position or plank adjacent for the first exercise. And then for the second exercise, we're going to flip over. So all I'm doing is kicking one leg across my body and tapping the toes with the opposite hand. Okay, now crab toe touches. So again, I'm going to come up to this reverse bridge position, lift the hips high, lift one foot at a time, and then lift the hand on the opposite side to come up and touch the toes. Okay, that's it. We're just going to do that back and forth between those two exercises, a total of 4 times. Much easier than round 1. I got the hardest one out of the way first thing. All right, plank toe taps. Crab toe touches. Okay, we're already halfway done with this little couplet. Back to plank toe taps, as many reps as you can do in 20 seconds. Crab toe touches. Here we go. Okay, last round of crab toe touches. Let's push. Just 20 seconds of work left. Then we're done with this couplet. Let's go. Okay, that's our second couplet done. Now on to another 4 minutes of jump rope, as soon as you're able. If you need a longer rest, pause the video and come back when you're ready. My timer is going. Just 8 quick rounds of jump rope. And then we'll move right on to our third couplet. We have this round and then one more round of jump rope, or one more, so 2 more intervals, including this one. And then we'll get on to our next couplet. See, the workout addresses a little bit on the longer side, not compared to a lot of the workouts I've been doing lately, but compared to the majority of workouts on my channel, most of which are under 20 minutes. So this one is 40 minutes, but It moves by so quickly. All right, this is our final jump rope interval for now. Final jump rope interval before we move on to our next couplet. So again, I'm not skipping through that long series of beeps, but I will do it for the final one, just so you know. So next, okay, again, trying to move as quickly as possible, so as soon as you're ready, starting the timer. So again, we're starting each couplet down here in a plank position or something similar to plank. We're gonna do pike, toe tap, so pushing the hips up into a pike, reaching the hand back, one at a time to touch the toes on the opposite foot, and then returning to your plank position in between each rep. Okay, now turn over. And we're gonna do some abs. You're gonna lift your shoulder blades up off the mat, crunch your knees in, straighten the legs, and then lower the legs down with your legs straight. Controlling the movement on the way down. Don't just let them drop. Make sure the movement is nice and controlled. You wanna do as many reps as you can in 20 seconds, but don't rush through the exercise to the point that it's just momentum and you're just going through the motions, just flying through the motions without really doing the work, okay? So back to our pike toe taps. And turn over for abs. Shoulder blades up off the mat if you can. All right, we're halfway done with this little couplet already. 2 more rounds. Back to abs, so flip over. Hands clasped behind the head, shoulder blades up off the mat. Crunch the knees in, straighten the legs, and lower, controlling the movement on the way down. It's only 20 seconds. So you should be feeling those abs, but do your best to try to push through and not rest during the work interval if you can. I know it's tough, but we're almost done with this couplet. We just have to do it one more time. So, last round of pike toe taps. Lift those hips high, trying to keep your legs as straight as you can and your back as straight as you can. Do your best. Okay. My abs are on fire, but this is our last round of this exercise. It's only 20-second work interval, so I'm gonna do my best to not rest. I really, really want to. I'm fighting so hard right now. I must not be doing enough ab work lately. My abs are weak. That was brutal. All right. We're doing 5 couplets total, and that was the third one. So, we are getting there. We're gonna do another 4 minutes of jump rope before we move on to our penultimate couplet. So, 8 rounds, 4 minutes. If you need a longer rest, take as long as you need. Just do your best to try to keep everything as tight as possible. Try your best to keep your rest breaks in between each section as short as you can. You want to work to your own level, and you want to make sure that you have enough gas in the tank to start the next section and to be able to do each exercise with proper form. So take as long a rest as you need, but just challenge yourself to keep the rest breaks as short as you can, so that, again, it feels like not 10 little 4-minute workouts, but one 40-minute workout. I've completely lost track of where we are. It feels like we're about halfway. Yeah, exactly halfway. So we've completed 4 rounds. We have 4 rounds left to go, including this one, 4 intervals, I should say, in case that's confusing, saying rounds. So 3 more intervals, okay? It's just another 90 seconds, and then we'll be on to our next couplet. I said the first couplet was the hardest one, and I think it is. I would have been hating myself if I had put it last. But I will warn you now that the last couplet is going to be tough as well. Tough in a different way. The first couplet was so hard because it was just non-stop cardio for 4 minutes. 4 minutes is not a long time, but when you're working at your maximum effort for 4 minutes, it's incredibly taxing. That's the whole concept behind Tabata. I was trying to rush because I don't want to lose so much time off of my work interval, but my rope got all twisty-windy on me. 2 more, I think? Or no, this is our last interval. All right, last interval, jump rope. 4 now. We've got 2 more jump rope sections to go after this. Another couplet, then another jump rope section, and then 1 final couplet, and then we'll finish with 1 final 4-minute jump rope section. All right. What is next? So this time we're going to be starting in an elbow plank. We're going to do side-to-side hip dips. So as soon as you're ready, if you need a longer rest, you can pause and come back when you're ready. My time is going already. So starting in an elbow plank, we're just going to dip the hips side to side. keeping those hips lifted high and really keeping that core nice and strong, tight, and engaged the whole time. Keeping both elbows on the mat for the whole interval and doing your best to tap the ground with your hip. You may not have a full range of motion that allows you to go quite that far, but do your best. Just go as far as you can. So now we're doing Russian twists. If you want to add difficulty to these, you can add weight. That's fine. If you need to decrease the difficulty, you can do them with your heels on the floor or the ground in front of you. That's fine. So that's our first time through. The couplet, we need to do that 3 more times. So again, starting with our elbow plank, side to side hip dips. And back to Russian twists. So you can keep your heels on the ground like that. If you need to, that's fine. And again, if your range of motion does not allow you to reach all the way over and actually tap the mat or towel or the floor or whatever, carpet, but if you can't twist all the way around, then just go as far as you can. Okay, that's fine. Work to your own level. Your range of motion may not be exactly the same as mine. That's okay. Okay, that was round 2. Now we're on to round 3 of this little couplet. Russian twists. That was round 3. Just once more through this little couplet. And then we can move on to our penultimate jump rope section. Before we were all finished with the exercise, but in case you're watching the workout first and then you're going to go do it later on your own, keep in mind that also for those hip dips, the exercise we just did, to control the movement as you're dipping your hip down and control the movement as you're returning to your plank position in the center. Don't just let the hips drop. Anybody can just allow gravity to, do all the work for them and just let their hips drop to the ground. But you're not strengthening your obliques that way, so it's kind of pointless. Make sure you're controlling the movement on the way down. On the way up also, but on that one, it's easy to just kind of let your hips drop instead of deliberately and mindfully controlling your body as you drop that hip down to the ground. Just waiting for the plane to finish that thought, but you always want to just make sure that you're being deliberate in your movement and really controlling every aspect of the exercise. Really making sure that your movement is mindful and purposeful and deliberate and under control. Because if you're just kind of flailing around and putting your body through the motions without focusing on your proper form and without focusing on having control over the movement, what are you doing? It's kind of a waste of time. You're not getting the maximum benefits out of the exercise. And you're not building strength the way you would be if you would just slow down and be mindful of your form. So, and if you're not paying attention to using the proper form, you could injure yourself. I don't want anyone getting hurt, so if I forget to mention it on any specific exercise, just keep in mind that it applies to everything, okay? Proper form should be your number one priority. Focusing on what you're doing and being mindful of your body, controlling the movement is key. That should be your absolute number one priority. I know that this is interval training, and the point of intervals is that you're going to do the maximum number of intervals you can do, or the maximum number of reps you can do with each work interval, but never, never at the expense of your form, okay? So keep that in mind. There it is. I'm feeling this string on my side is driving me crazy. Every rest interval I was going to grab it so I could at least tuck it up into my bra, but I couldn't find it. 10 seconds is not ample time for me to locate the loose thread. I finally got it. All right, this is our final interval for this little 4-minute jump rope segment. So as soon as you hear the long series of beeps, we're gonna stop skipping, and then we're gonna move on to our final couplet. All right, home stretch. Next, transformers, and then a single leg glute bridge raise plus a toe touch. It's a lot of words. It's not complicated. So it's going to be challenging though, starting with transformers. So starting again in an elbow plank position, and then we're just going to come up to a full plank position, one hand at a time. So hand, hand, elbow, elbow. And I do my best to alternate which side I'm initiating the movement on with each rep. So this hand initiates on the way up and the way down. Now this hand initiates on the way up and the way down, alternating sides. It's not the end of the world if you don't alternate sides, but I like to alternate sides. All right, so now one leg glute bridge raise plus a toe touch, alternating sides. So lifting one leg, and then with your standing leg, pressing that heel into the ground, lifting your hips as high as you can, then lower the hips, and then come up and touch the toes with the opposite hand. All right, so we're already once through that. 3 more rounds. Let's go, starting here with transformers. And again. So it's a one leg glute bridge raise, and then a toe tap. Oops. So lift the glutes, lower them, touch the toes. Okay, we're already halfway through. We only have to do that twice more. I know the transformers are tough, just do your best. Just once more. I know the transformers are tough. I deliberately did not include any push-ups in this workout because I'm always making you guys do so many push-ups that I know these are kind of like push-up adjacent. They're not exactly push-ups, but they're not exactly like not push-ups. I know they're tough, but we're almost done. All right, one more interval of glute bridge raises and a toe touch, and then we can move on to our final jump rope section. So we have only 4 minutes left in the whole workout after this. I don't know, you can tell me. I feel like this format, or with this format, it kind of makes the workout fly by. We have only 4 minutes left to go. And we've already completed 36 minutes. So to me, it doesn't feel like a 40-minute workout. It feels like it's going by fast, but you let me know how it feels for you. All right, this is it, our final 4-minute jump rope segment. If you need a longer rest break, pause the video. My timer's going already, so this is our 10-second rest interval. Here we go. So since this is our final segment of the workout, this time through, at the end of our 4 minutes, when the timer does that long series of beeps to let me know that the 4 minutes is over, I am going to continue skipping until the beeping stops. It's just a thing I do. You don't have to do it. I don't know exactly why I do it. Well, I think I know why I do it. I think I've said it before. First of all, I like to finish strong. I always like to push myself to do just that little bit more. And I like to push other people to do that little bit more too. I remember one time jogging in the park with my sister, and she was training to do a race or something, or maybe she just wanted to get better at running. I don't know, I don't remember, but so we were taking it, relatively easy, because like I always say, you have to reach your own level. So She was just starting her training, so we weren't running for long periods of time, but I remember at one point telling her, okay, we're gonna run, you know, pick a tree. There was a row of trees and I told her pick a tree. And then that's how far we're gonna run, and then we'll take our next rest break. And she said, okay. I said, did you pick your tree? She said, yeah. I said, which tree? And she pointed to the tree, and I said, okay, we're gonna go to the tree after that. She was like, you're a bitch. I'm like, yeah, but you're gonna feel so good that you did that little bit extra. So that's one of the reasons. And the other reason is that I haven't been, now I'm gonna jinx myself and trip every interval from here on out, but that first 4-minute segment, I was tripping over my jump rope a lot. And since then I haven't really been tripping very much. I think I only had one other trip. Okay, 2 more intervals. There is something going on with my mat right here, but that apparently is not why I was tripping so much during that first 4-minute segment. I guess my body just wasn't feeling the jump rope yet, like it wasn't in me yet. So since then I kind of settled into it, but for all those times that I am tripping over the rope and losing time off of my work interval, that's the other reason that I skip through that ending series of beeps. I feel like it's an opportunity to make up some of that time I lost off of previous work intervals while I was tripping. So in a few seconds, the timer is going to start beeping. As soon as the beeping starts, that means the 4 minutes is up and you can stop. Okay, so that's our 4 minutes. You can stop if you want to. If you want to keep going with me, it's just like an additional 15 seconds or so of skipping. We're almost done. Okay. So that is our 40 minutes. We're almost done. No workout of mine is ever complete until we have done our bonus burpee. So we have just 1 rep left to go, but when I do a jump rope workout, in addition to my bonus burpee, I also like to do a bonus set of 100 skips, meaning 100 revolutions of the jump rope. So if you would like to join me for a quick little bonus, we're just gonna count 100 revolutions of the rope. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, that's 100. So now, our final rep of the day. Let's do our bonus burpee together, and then the workout will be officially complete. Now I'm stopping my watch. I like to leave my watch going through the bonuses, through my bonus set of skipping and my bonus burpee, just because I'm still working, still doing reps, still burning calories. So that's up to you. When I'm timing the workout, I time it separately. I use my timer to time the workout, and the watch is just to look at my stats. I really don't know how accurate these stats are, and I don't really know what they mean, but I'll share them with you since I have them. So the whole thing from start to finish, including all of the transition time in between the segments, and including my bonus set of skipping and my bonus burpee, all day, took me 46 minutes and 22 seconds. So in that time, my watch is telling me that I burned a total of 338 active calories, 406 total calories, and maintained an average heart rate of 157 beats per minute. So if you wear your watch while you do the workout, share your stats with me. Let me know how long it took you all together, and let me know how many calories you burned and what was your average heart rate. All right, so that's it. That's the workout. I don't need to show you equipment-free substitutions today because I didn't use any equipment today other than a mat and my jump rope. So if you don't have a jump rope, remember that you can do any type of cardio exercise when I'm jumping rope. If you do have a jump rope, any style of jump rope is fine. So I always kind of just jog in place like this while I'm jumping rope. So you can just do this. You can just pretend you're jumping rope with me, but not holding onto a jump rope. That's fine. Or you can just jog in place. You can do high knees. You can do toe taps on like a low stool or a milk crate or a plyo box. You can do side jump lunges. Anything you want really. It's 4 minutes. So if you have an exercise bike or a treadmill, you can hop on one of those for 4 minutes. If you live in an apartment complex, you can go up and down the steps for 4 minutes. You can jog around the block for 4 minutes. If you want to take this to your local high school track, you can do a couple laps around the track. You can run up and down the bleachers. You can do toe taps on the bleachers. You can do twist jumps. You can do side-to-side jumps. You can put an obstacle on the ground that you're jumping over to make it more challenging, or you can just jump over a line. Endless possibilities if you don't have a jump rope. You also have the option of eliminating the jump rope sections. If you do that, you can make yourself a little 20-minute workout by just doing the couplets. Okay, so if you want to do that along with the video, then you'll just do the first couplet with me, skip ahead in the video about 4 minutes or so, and then just do that, just skip over the jump rope section. So that's another possibility. Do whatever you have to do to make it work for you, but the workouts where only equipment I'm using is my jump rope, I always include those on my playlist of bodyweight workouts because I'm not lifting anything. It is still a bodyweight workout. And because if you don't have a jump rope, it's so easy to just substitute with any other type of cardio exercise. If you need to see beginner modifications, please reach out, ask to see those if you need them. I'm not going to go through all of them because I'm pressed for time today, but I'm always happy to help you out if you need to see beginner modifications. You know that it is so important to me that all of my workouts, every single workout I do is accessible to anyone and everyone who wants to do them with me. So I'm always happy to help facilitate that in any way I can by answering your questions and by helping you with beginner modifications if you need to see those. So as always, if there's any questions about the format or about any of the specific exercises that we were doing today, how to set your timer, if anything is unclear, please just reach out, ask me questions. I'm happy to answer them. I'm always happy to help. If you did this workout with me today, thank you so much. Please let me know what you thought of it and how you did. Share your stats with me. Thank you to everyone who's been working out with me lately and everyone who has been subscribing. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. And also thank you if you've been subscribed for years. I appreciate you all very, very much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing the videos. Please feel free to share away. Thank you for the likes and all of your supportive comments. It means a lot to me. And especially to those of you who have been commenting with the secret code phrase of the day. So before I let you go, I'm going to share with you today's secret code phrase of the day. It is, I told you never to wear your boots in the bathtub. So if you are still watching this video, thank you, you rock. And please let me know that someone is still watching by going down to the comment section and leaving me a comment that says, I told you never to wear your boots in the bathtub. That is it for today, and I will see you all next time. Bye.